Yes, now we can see a lot of the wig when I first was learning how to use it. I took a lot of
your hair?
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was doing when I first started putting the wig. Yeah, I just like to like help. Yeah. But we're back.
Baby, I gotta get in the videos for this one. Baby was shaving her hair.
We don't do it anymore. We don't do it anymore.
We tell them. I gotta close the music because I had to stop the music because you know we record. Wait a minute, because I gotta come down.
Yeah.
I want to get in this video clearly, right?
Yeah.
Look at it. But I had to stop the B-roll because there's this thing that people do when they shave their hair for the look. And you didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You didn't know.
I didn't know. And I thought, honestly, as a trans girl, that my hair would never grow out that much. That it would matter. So I would just keep shaving it like, oh, it would never matter. I'm just going to always have a wig on. Then I didn't realize.
But you can grow your hair and wear your hair.
Now I know. Yeah.
Okay.
So she has a work cut out for her.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you cleaned the edges for me.
Okay, we got it.
I mean, yeah. What? You didn't do this part though, right?
What?
You just cleaned the sides.
Yeah.
Like your sides.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Back to B-roll. My bad. I just had to tell y'all not to do that. Okay.
Okay, now that we got that out the way, let's put on this bald cap. So we're gonna cut out the ears, make sure the bald cap is comfortable. It's actually an HD cap, not a bald cap, but y'all understand this is the bald cap method, okay? So cut out the ears, make sure it's comfortable. Then I'm going in with my Erica J glue. I live and stand for this glue. It do be stuck like glue. It's a hold, baby. It's a hold. If you don't got this, get it. Yeah, it's a little on the expensive side, but get it. Get her trio, because you're going to need that remover. You're going to need that protectant. Get it, get it, get it. So I'm going in front of her hairline with the adhesive, just tracing it. So make sure you take your time, trace it out, smooth out the glue. Don't leave it thick and chunky like that. Just smooth it out. And yeah. You see how I'm just really tracing her hairline. I'm just tracing it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just trace it. You can see it because we use the HD cap. So we're going to let that dry, and while I'm allowing that to dry, I'm going to actually measure out where I need to pluck her frontal. This was important for me because you can see how dense this thing is. Do not bring your hairstylist a thick old frontal like this. This is torture. I took probably about 45 minutes plucking this thing, and I did pluck it off camera. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not a plucking tutorial, just an install tutorial. If you would like a plucking tutorial, go ahead and leave a comment. Now that the cap is dry, I'm going to go ahead and cut off that excess cap. Again, going around her hairline, getting as close to the adhesive as possible. I'm using mini shears, mini scissors. I think they're eyebrow scissors if I'm not mistaken, but you're just going to go ahead and trace that hairline, cutting off the excess cap. Everything you need will be linked down below. Don't worry. You definitely can take notes on what you're going to need, but everything will be linked below. Now that we got that out the way, it's time to actually install the frontal. So as you can see, I told y'all I plucked it off camera. I did the 1, 2, the 3, 4, you know. Now it's time to go ahead and tint that lace. I like using this. I love using the lace tint. That lace tint just looks good in the sun. It looks good in the regular indoor lighting. It just looks amazing. She is nuts, actually. I love her to death. But as you can see, I'm spraying it on my makeup brush and then applying it, because sometimes you could be a little heavy-handed if you really don't know. And as you can see, that thing look good. It looks so good. when you just, lay it right there. But let's watch when I actually apply this adhesive. I'm just walking back and forth, but yeah, I go with this Erica J glue again. Shaking it, because that bottle, I got the big boy. Because y'all know I just be busting out these installs. But you can get the small little bottle. But that bottle hard to get out. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta shake it up real hard. But again, I'm going in, applying, making sure I'm doing thin layers. I actually did 3 layers of this. So just, watch, learn, spread like butter. Just spread it thin layers. And a thing to note, I do not wait until it's completely dry to apply the second layer. I just make sure it's clear. That it's a difference. Clear and completely dry is a difference. As you use the glue a little bit more, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now it's time to actually lay the frontal down. I am holding the frontal taut on top of that glue. You do not want to pull because it will ripple. You want to just hold it taut and have your client hold it. Make sure you tell them not to pull because they be pulling thinking that's going to help. No, baby, you adding a ripple on your lace and now I'm mad at you because this is going to take a long time for me to fix. But as you can see, it's laid taut and it looks good. Then I'm going in with my blow dryer on the coolest setting. You want to use cool air to adhere the lace to the adhesive. You're pretty much melting it in and you're just going with your comb, making sure that lace and that adhesive is one. This free game, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. This might need to be a little classy class. This might be a little classy class because this is a little in-depth tutorial. I hope y'all really taking notes. Now that thing is on, we're going to go ahead with the shears, the little mini shears again, cutting wiggly, zigzags. And as you can see, it looked good without me even like melting it all the way down. Just wait to the end results. You better watch to the end because baby, it looks so good. And I definitely plucked some more. So before y'all go in these comments talking crap, wait a second. I did pluck a little bit more. Wait a second, babe. Don't be eating me up too much, okay? I did pluck a little bit more, and I gave her a little widow's peak just to soften up her look, You see how I'm doing like wiggly. Never straight lines on that lace because when it's straight, the attention and the eyeballs go straight to the lace. No. Lace work is all about illusion. It will not disappear. I repeat, it is lace, not skin. It will not disappear, but it can look as seamless and flawless as possible, especially for cameras, for red carpets, whatever. You just have to do wiggly, ziggly, zigzag lines, okay? Now it's time to use my rat tail comb and get in those tight spaces that I really couldn't get when I was doing the 3 layers. So I'm going in, being pretty much a perfectionist at this point. I'm lifting it slightly. I'm not pulling hard. I'm just giving it a little tug and seeing what lace did not catch glue. Okay? So take your time on this. This is definitely sped up by 4 times. Okay? So this took some time. It did not take 20 minutes for real. It took about 2 to 3 hours. I'm not kidding. Perfectionism takes time. Don't be rushing your stylist, and don't you rush through doing this install on yourself either. And she wanted some sideburns, so I'm making her hold the sides down. And remember, just hold, don't pull. Okay, make sure your client don't pull, just hold. So I'm just slicking back those edges, making sure they don't get all caught up when I lay down my band. So I'm slicking it back. I got a little bit of hairspray on the back of my hand. Not too much product because it can look cakey on that camera. It can look cakey in real life. Not too much product. You really don't need a whole lot of stuff on this lace. You don't. Now I'm applying my edge band, tying it because she a little worn and we like it like nice and tight. Now this is what you can pull tight. So this was actually a frontal replacement. I had cut off the frontal on her old wig and applied this frontal to the new wig. I did all of that off camera because then again, we probably would have been at 40 minutes with this video. So just understand what's happening right here. Okay, use your imagination. I couldn't show you everything, but we can do a one-on-one class. We can do something. Let me know in the comments if y'all want a little bit more detail on how to do a frontal replacement or how to pluck. Whatever you want, let me know in the comments. So I'm busting her part down so I could get into the styling. This is the fun part, y'all. I love this part. As you can see, we just be yapping away. But I'm going in with this hot comb, making sure that's nice and flat. And I'm about to show y'all a little tricky trick. This is a salon secret. I actually gave y'all a lot of little salon secrets. But pay attention. Pay attention. I'm going in with the Holy Grail Nairobi. Nairobi is an old school fave. And I'm using some wrap strips. I don't care if they black, white, pink, whatever. Use some wrap strips to mold this hair down. And I am using a lot of foam like I'm doing a pixie babe. We molding this hair down. And I actually could have used a little bit more. I ain't even gonna lie. I could have used a little bit more. You have your client or yourself hold the side, or go get your homegirl if you're doing this on yourself. Tell her hold the sides of your wig so this thing could be flat. Then I'm applying the wrap strips. Just watch the little technique. Some people like to fold one in half, but I like to do it like this. Then she's going to sit under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Look at her over there. 10 minutes! Under the dryer. 10 minutes. Okay, she's dry. I'm just, making sure everything looks good. And I don't like to keep the band on the whole service. I like to take it off so I can see what I'm working with, making sure that part is really in the middle, making sure it looks good. And as you can see, it does. This looks like a very natural hairline, and I love it like this. I do not like to overpluck unless it calls for that. But naturally, she has a full hairline, so I like to keep it natural looking to the client. Everybody are custom installs. There is not one way to do everyone. I repeat, there is not one way to do everyone. But I'm going in, straightening the base, and then straightening the hair. And of course, I'm using the Holy Grail Babyless Flat Irons. And actually, I'm going to link some dupes. I'm going to link the dupe in the bio. Listen, y'all, the dupe is only $30. I said in the bio, but I mean the description. But it's only $30. The dupe is only $30 in Amazon. Okay, I'm going to link it. See, this is where I could have used a little bit more Nairobi, but luckily she wanted some body and some bounce to her wrap because she wanted to look like really natural. It was her birthday look. So y'all gonna see why I really didn't stress too much about that side being super flat. Y'all gonna see like towards the end for why I didn't really stress it too hard. But typically, if we was doing like a bust down Young Miami, JT City Girl situation, I probably would have rewrapped her and put that up under, got up in the base a little bit more with that Nairobi foam and set her back under the dryer, because I am a perfectionist when it comes to my art. This is art right here. Don't let nobody diminish your work. This is real art. Okay? And look how silky this hair is. Look how it flows. I'm in love. Like, hello? It's giving silk press. Minus the part. Don't look at the part. We gonna fix that. But yes, it's giving silk press. Honey. Yes, natural. I love natural looking installs. Miss me with that other stuff, babe. I don't want my wig to look like a wig. I want them questioning. I want them up in your face like, damn, that's a wig? Yeah, it's a wig. But I'm going in her part 2 shades lighter than her complexion. And I'm making sure it's a neutral tone. You gotta know your colors. You gotta know the color wheel when it comes to doing lace. You have to. So study that color wheel, y'all. But it's a neutral part. And then I'm going in with that tint spray. Not too heavy though. Not too heavy though. I don't like it to look too heavy and too, Oh, she feeling herself. You see the little stank face she gave? Yeah. But now it's time to cut them layers. I don't do heavy layers all the time, depending on the look. Are we going deep or not? She said she want a little bit more versatility in this wig. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do some face framing layers. That's it, because it's for that natural 90s look. Yeah. Get into it. I'm getting pumped watching it again. I'm not even going to hold y'all, because this was so stinking cute. Wait until the end. And I ain't gonna lie, because I said we doing natural looking installs, I be cutting the ends on these wigs. I know you wanted 30 inches or whatever, but you're getting 29 because I'm cutting those ends. I'm sorry, Stank. I'm cutting them every time. Sometimes I don't even ask. I don't. But as you can see, I'm bumping it old school style. Just bumping it. Bump. I like it when everybody all bump. I'm really a clown in real life. But yes, it's already looking good, even with that heavy little bump. But that just add a little body. You see why I really ain't care if it was like super duper flat on the sides, because baby, we like motion, hair that moves over here. We like the hair that move. And watch her confidence go from 1 to 100. Because I'm not going to say she was on 0, but she definitely wasn't feeling herself like she is now. Yeah. She definitely wasn't feeling herself like she is now. You can only get this at the Rockstar Experience. I'm sorry, babe. And this is me just being a perfectionist, because that's just what I do. And now I got to play with the hair because I'm not done. I need 15 minutes to play. Yes, man. Right here. Yeah. Eat 'em up, Berkeley. Eat 'em up, babe. Yeah. Feel yourself, boo. And that's the tutorial. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Mwah.